Hello, 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 and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Beverly Lucas, and I am the host of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. What do I do on Fridays? I try my best to show you how to make a meal, a dish, a dessert. Whatever it is always better than the restaurant. So what are we gonna make today, Beverly? Today we are making one of my favorites, and that is stuffed mushrooms. So I have some portobello mushrooms here, and I have about 4 of them, and they're pretty large. And I'm gonna show you how I just scoop out the back. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. I had a few little mushrooms in the refrigerator, so I just chopped them up for the filling. But what are we filling these mushrooms with today? Today we are using shrimp and we are using spinach. One of the best things about stuffed mushroom is that you can fill it with almost anything. So if you're a vegetarian, you can just fill it with vegetables. If you love seafood, you could fill it with crab meat. I've done that before. Or you can just fill it with cream cheese. I've done that before also. And we do have cream cheese in this recipe. So let me step back for a minute and give you our ingredients. So you see the portobello mushrooms. You see that I have spinach. And if you cook spinach, you know that this will minimize. We have some cream cheese and it is at room temperature. We have some Parmesan cheese also. Some seasoned breadcrumbs. And just some onions for some flavor. We have some red onions that are purple. We have some green onions, a little bit of lemon for a little bit of lemon juice. Of course, when we have shrimp, we've got to have Old Bay. I am in Maryland, and I don't know any kitchen that has seafood that does not have some Old Bay. So that is a staple here. And we have some paprika. And then I had some little tomatoes left over that I'll put in on the end. So these are the ingredients for our stuffed mushrooms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on and get started. And the first thing about mushrooms is they shrink. Not only are they shrink, but they're filled with water. They're very, very moist. I always pre-cook my stuffed mushrooms so that all the water is pulled out so that they are not soggy. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and set my oven at 375. So again, we have these beautiful portobello mushrooms, and most of them I have cut off the stem, and all I did was take a spoon and you go around, and we're gonna take these gills, they call them, right out. And once you do this, it'll look something like this. And the rest of them I have done. Again, I only have 4. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a baking pan, spray it lightly, and we're gonna put these in the oven for about 10 minutes. So while we're waiting for the oven to come to temperature, let's get started on the mixture. Okay, one of the first things we're gonna do is we're just going to chop up our shrimp, and we don't have to chop it very small. Some of them I'm leaving whole for presentation, but we're gonna keep these nice and chunky. And these are, the size of these are just large shrimp. They just happen to be on sale this week for $5.99 a pound. So it's always best to get them when they're on sale because you can just put them right into the freezer. Okay, so we have our shrimp all chopped. We're gonna sprinkle our Old Bay on there. I always like to season my shrimp before I cook it. Okay, so I put a little butter in my pan, about 2 tablespoons, and I have all of my mushrooms, white button mushrooms that I had, and I'm putting them in there. And to that, we're gonna add our onions. And we're just gonna cook these until they're nice and tender. While those are cooking, I'm going to just chop up the spinach. And you know, spinach cooks really fast. So we'll put it in last. Wait till you see how easy this is to put all this together. Okay, our mixture is ready. So I'm going to put in some garlic that I just chopped up. We're going to do about a tablespoon to start with of some breadcrumbs. A heaping tablespoon of some cream cheese. And I'm adding the spinach. And spinach has a high water content also. So it looks like this. Now I'm going to put in the shrimp. I could have done that in a different order, but I don't think it really matters. I'm going to squeeze a little lemon juice. So here are our mushrooms. It's still hot. Cooked them for about 10 minutes. Here's our mixture. To our mixture, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. Okay, so if I were to make this again, this is the first time I'm making it with the cream cheese and the spinach. So next time I will probably cook the spinach separately. So let's go ahead and let's fill these. Oh, I can get it now. So here are the mushrooms. They've shrunk a lot, and they were filled with water, and I just tilted the pan and let all the water drain off. And now we're just going to fill these up to the top. I might have some mixture left over. And I could always go and buy some more mushrooms. Okay, so this is what they look like before they go back into the oven. I'm making one with no shrimp for my daughter. Okay, I'm gonna take them out the oven. They look like this. Let's plate them up. And here we are. Look at that. So easy to make. Mushrooms, shrimp, cheese, spinach. Delicious. And I still have one more left over, and that's the one with no shrimp for my daughter. Altogether, this really is a 20-minute meal. It is a 20-minute meal. All you have to do is make sure you have all your ingredients together. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. Again, my name is Beverly Lucas, and I'll see you again next week, where I will show you how to make something very special for you, because it will be made in my kitchen. Until next time, bye-bye.